Hello, today we're going to demonstrate how to remove a garage door. The technique is similar regardless of whether it's a single door or a double wide door. The only significant difference in these two doors is the type of springs. The single door uses a long linear spring, while as your double door uses an overhead torsion roller spring bar. For this job you'll need a couple of step ladders, socket wrenches, and screwdrivers. For this job, you'll find it convenient to have a box to collect up the wheels, bolts, and other small parts as you go along. Begin the job by disengaging the overhead track by pulling on the cord and releasing the latch. Next, raise the door manually and put a suitable prop under the corner to support the door. Next, disengage the tractor bar that pulls the door up the garage door track. Sometimes you'll find a pin with a safety wire that you can pull out. In this case, as you can see, we have a bolt that needs to be removed. We often replace the bolt and nut in the hole just to keep the loose parts from getting away. Next, lower the door once more and remove the bolt or pin that holds the end of the track to the clip or mounting bracket on the front wall of the garage. Lay the disconnected track on the top edge of the garage door. Next, remove the header bracket from the front wall of the garage. Disconnect the 3 pairs of wires at the back of the garage door opener motor. 1 pair from the doorbell button or the garage door button, and 1 pair for each of the photo sensors. Remove the photo sensors from both sides of the door using a screwdriver or a socket set as appropriate. Pull off the wires gently by pulling the staples out. Cut the wires if necessary. Wrap the wires around the sensors and put them in your box of small parts. Remove the 2 bolts holding the garage door opener to the mounting framework and lower the opener to the floor. You can leave the other end of the track laying on top of the garage door while you do this, making it a one-person job. Reattach the wall mounting bracket to the front end of the track, keeping all the parts together. Next, we remove the 2 screws holding the top half of each and every hinge on every door panel and open the hinge. This allows the door to be sectioned into each individual section, typically 4 sections. We usually screw the screws back in to keep them from getting locked. Now we begin removing the door sections by sliding them up onto the horizontal sections of the tracks and turning them diagonally across the garage until the wheels fall out. Use the same procedure to remove the second and third door panels. Note that the remaining part of the garage door will rise up as the weight on the spring is reduced. Now the 4th door panel has 4 wheels on it, which means we're not able to turn it diagonally and pull it down off the overhead track. So instead we're going to remove the lower section of the track and pull that section down and out. We'll do that by removing these 2 bolts at the lower half of the joint, as shown here. Next, to remove the lower track from the wall, remove the bolt holding the bracket from the wall at the center bracket and also at the lower bracket. At that point, the track will come off. There's no need to remove the bolts holding the bracket to the track, so just leave them attached. With the bottom section of the door in the highest position, we can release the remaining tension on the cable from the spring system and pull the cable loop off the pin on the corner of the door.
Ready?
I got it. Now we can remove the remaining section of door by rolling it around the curved section of the track, down and off. An alternate method of removing the door section or sections is to roll them up and off the inboard end of the track. In order to do this, we need to remove the bolt that holds the track to the ceiling brackets and is also acting as a stop bolt. Turn that bolt around in the opposite direction and put the nut back on finger tight. This will allow us to roll the door sections off this end of the track and take them down. To remove the upper section of track, remove the 2 or 3 lag bolts from the wall and slide the track off the end of the roller bar near the pulley. The last step is to remove the spring roller bar by removing the 2 lag bolts at the center bracket. And this completes the removal of your garage door.